look like it just came out of the orange magically without anything on it, right? So we have one end here. Do the same on the other. Expose it, and now we're gonna pare it down. But again, what I was saying is to keep the natural shape, you've got to take your knife in this shape, right? So we're going kind of like a tornado, we're curling around. So we're gonna start here, right behind the pith, and you're just gonna work your knife, and you're staying with the curvature of the orange. If you're at an angle, right? If you're cutting it, and then you're gonna see that on the orange, it's gonna look weird. It's gonna be very angular, right? We want a nice curve. So, and if you don't get it all off on the first pass, we'll come back around and make sure it's all cleaned off. So we're just going right behind the pith and removing, right? A little saw action for me kind of keeps it in place, like where I want to be.
Kind of like throwing orange with the knife.
Yes.
Yeah.
And you can do this with any citrus, lime, lemon, grapefruit. I mean, it's a nice way to show off your skill. They could go on all kinds of things, salads, desserts.
Cocktails.
You are, but you're not.
So a little bit, I would just go around and just clean that up. Every little bit of pith we want to remove. Good. And then paring knife. There's two ways we can go about this.
Oh, Lord.
They are segmented, right? There's segment. These are our supremes. These are segments. We got to get in between the membrane. So we go down one side, right? And we got to go down the other side, right? So I'll show you here. We're going to go right down alongside. Right? Now, you could pull your knife out and go to the other side. That's one way of doing it, right?
Naked.
And sometimes these oranges are not most of them are not perfect, right? You'll have different segments layered on top of each other. If you get a little membrane, make sure you just remove it, right? You just want the segment. Now, the other way to go about it is to take your knife down. Right? And this is the French way. I had a French chef who was a real asshole. Yeah, he was appalled that anyone doing it the way I just showed you, down one side or the other. He said, that's the American way. We didn't think Americans were very good at cooking. So, this is the French way. We go down, we turn our knife, and we bring it back up the other side. And he says, that's the way you do it, right? And you should see the membrane sitting there, right? It should be a flap and just your segment here. Nothing. Okay. So we go around, right? And you're just gonna, and you should have these empty membranes, right? Kind of like pages of a book that are just empty. We're trying to maximize our yield on it. And when we get to the end, we could squeeze it out for orange juice. What I want you to do when you present, you'll present your segments with the membrane, and you'll squeeze out the orange juice from it. This will tell me the yield you got. You'll present it in a deli cup. We do all our cuts in deli cups, so you can see the membrane. And if we come across the membrane here, again, you want to be quick and you don't want to sit here fussing over it, but you want to get it removed as well. So pay attention to these little details. So, I am doing the French way. So down, and this because this membrane's connected, so we can go down and up. And we go down. Okay, from this side, turn, and back up along the membrane.
I would do it the dummy American way.
Go back up and push it against the membrane.
Yes.
Yeah, no, I feel like I'd cut myself.
Like against silver skin, right? Kind of same concept.
Oh, true.
I think Julian is a lot easier.
Oh.
When I first did it, yeah.
So that's what I'll look
This was
for.
nice.
I'll look for a few things when I'm looking at assessing these. I'm looking at the natural curvature. I'm looking for any membrane on it, any seeds, right? Absent of that, if we get something like this, then it's full score, right? We just want to make sure we're paying attention to these little things. Sometimes, again, like I said, you'll get little ones that are kind of stuck together and not right. Like here's a little, that's a whole one. So everyone did this in intro one though, right?
Yes,
No, not with Campbell.
Okay.
Nope.
You said you had some oranges
Never
that
like,
we can
never
take?
too late. What?
You said there's oranges.
Yeah, I have a whole. This is one of the old ones, so maybe a little trickier to do an old one actually. A little drier, a little. But I have a whole box of them. I have a case of new ones, so you may work on either. This is an old one, like I said. I'm catching a little membrane now.
You can get 5 pounds of carrots at Winco for about $4. That's what I did.
Yeah.
So I can practice it on.
Like
FYI.
a 10-pound bag of potatoes.
It's
we
so
go.
squishy
Is
looking.
this, what is this?
Nothing.
So we would just like squeeze.
Orange juice.
And you're just presenting it in a deli cup, and then you have all our segments here.
Very nice, very nice.
Good.
Cool.